It was the second time within the space of 6 months that the New York-based Friends of the Argyle International Airport was making a $10,000 donation towards the completion of the Argyle Airport project. The handing over of the check was witnessed by Governor General Sir Frederick Ballantyne, CEO of the IADC Dr. Rudy Matthias, Treasurer of the Friends of the Argyle International Airport Ms. Maureen King, Chair of the SVG Diaspora Committee Maxwell Harewood, other members of the committee, and a wide cross-section of the media. In a brief address to the gathering, CEO of the IADC Dr. Rudy Matthias gave an update on the progress of the airport and what is expected in 2013. He also noted that the question on most people's minds at this time must be, can we complete the work by the end of 2013?
Sometimes when I think about difficult problems, and I said this before, when I was growing up, my grandmother always said that when you are confronting a difficult issue, and once you've started, it is always better to look back at what you've done, because it helps you and it gives you courage to go on. Because if you look ahead sometimes, the tasks sometimes seem insurmountable. And if you're not strong, and if you're faint of heart, you might give up. So let us reflect on where we came from when we started this international airport in 2005. Everyone here, I'm sure, has at least the memory of August 8, 2005, when the Honorable Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves announced the airport project. And soon after that, there was so much discussion, and that is what it was meant to do anyhow, to generate discussion and debate in the country. And I don't want to sound negative because I don't have any negative bones in me at all, but I know there was a widely held view in St. Vincent that it was near impossible. When we started in 2008, that is when we started the earthworks in 2008 August, some people thought that having accomplished the task of removing most of the large homes, there were 134 homes within the airport site, and for some Vincentians that was perhaps one of the most difficult tasks to be accomplished. But having done it, I think people started thinking that maybe this can be done after all. And there was this now widely held view. Well, we are started, but we won't finish until 2020. Of course, 2020 is always a nice date. And that 2020 date became the mantra of many persons. We can't finish until 2020. We've been working on the airport project, and I say work, I mean physical construction work, since 2008 August. And so over the 4.5 years, I am sure most of us must have seen now significant progress that gave us some hope and some comfort that it can't be finished by 2020 because we've done so much already. But some people still maintain that it can't be done before 2015. So that is the new date that I hear sometimes banned about. No, you can't do this thing until 2015. But we are working steadfastly though to finish by the end of this year. And if you cast your minds back on what we have accomplished over the last 4.5 years, I believe that you should have some faith with us that we will achieve what we say we will do.
According to Dr. Matthias, while he cannot say with certainty that the airport will be completed by the end of 2013, he notes that all indications are pointing in that direction.
But of course, in order to accomplish this milestone, that is to have construction works finished by the end of December, we have to finish many small projects concurrently in this year. So this year is a critical year for the IADC. We have many small things to be done, and in the whole scheme of things, they are really small things, but there are many small things, so that our skill in project management becomes critical in this year. But ask me if everything that we are doing now points me or makes me believe that we can finish by the end of December, I will tell you yes. If you ask me if I'm certain, I will tell you no. Because it is only the maker, only God knows what the future holds. And I can tell you that barring some really bad circumstances, barring some unforeseen circumstances, something happens that we couldn't plan or prepare for, we should be able to finish.
Dr. Matthias also expressed gratitude for the help that we have received over the years.
Indeed, I can't ever forget the support that we got from the homeowners who were on the site in Argyle. They made a massive sacrifice in leaving their homes to live elsewhere and to make the site available for us. But the general public in St. Vincent and the Grenadines over the years has also been extremely supportive. And I want today to recognize the support and the contribution that we have been getting from our friends and our relatives who are in the diaspora. Today we are again here at the GG's house to accept a certain amount of money that was raised by a group headed by Godfred Pitt and his wife. I know them fairly well. They've started this organization in their homes, and a group of them got together and have been working tirelessly over the last year or so to raise money. This is the second sum that we are receiving from them. But the money is not just the only thing that matters to us. What matters is that they are signaling to us and to the rest of the country that they support what we are doing and they want to give whatever little contribution they can to helping it become a reality. I want to thank them very much from the bottom of my heart, and I want to wish everyone in St. Vincent and the Grenadines a good and prosperous new year.
Treasurer of Friends of the Argyle International Airport, Maureen King, says her organization came about following a visit to the airport site by their president, Mr. Godfred Pitt. According to King, their organization will continue to raise funds to assist in completing the airport.
We, as members of the Friends of Argyle International Airport, will continue to raise funds for contribution to this project, which is expected to be completed, as I heard Dr. Matthias said, late this year, 2013, or early next year, 2014. I urge all Vincentians to make their contribution towards the successful completion of this significant and important project.
Following the presentation of the check, patron of the Argyle International Airport Contributory Fund, Governor General Sir Frederick Ballantyne, thanked the members of Friends of the Argyle International Airport for their continued support and urged others to do likewise and to do so quickly.
First, let me express my sincere thanks to the Friends of the Airport for this significant contribution. We all know how difficult things are in the world in the field of economics, and to raise this kind of money at this time, really warms our heart. I'd like mostly to ask you to take back our sincere appreciation to all of your members, for this significant donation. It is also significant in that it is our first donation of 2013 towards this very important project, a project which is of utmost importance in the life of all Vincentians locally and in the diaspora. I'm certain that you all recognize that importance, and that is why you've made an extra effort to try and raise funds on our behalf. I'd like to thank Dr. Matthias for giving us a synopsis of where we are. I know most Vincentians would be very happy to hear where we are. I'd like to applaud his enthusiasm. And I would also like to take this opportunity to ask those persons who have pledged funds or who are thinking of donating funds to do so very early. I think the completion of the project by 2013 would depend significantly on the quick input of funds. And so for all those listening, Vincentians and other people outside who wish to donate, we would request that you do so very early so that we meet this target.
Contributions to the Argyle International Airport can be made at the Bank of SVG, account number 200884. Until next time, you can catch us on Facebook at Friends of the Argyle International Airport, on YouTube at IADC SVG, or on our website at www.svgiadc.com.